Hi everybody, back again with the next part of the Walking Dead board game, No Sanctuary. This is one of the first expansions. This is from Season 2. This is obviously the farmhouse. So with this you get some new survivors, a new type of zombie, and obviously some new scenarios. So this is the box art. Keep it in theme with the base game. And this is what you can expect to get in the box itself. So let's take a look at what comes inside. Again, I've taken it all out so we can, for quick reference. So you get some more tiles. Again, these are all double-sided. So obviously the famous barn where all the walkers were kept. Including Carol's daughter, if I remember rightly. It's been a while since Season 2 was on. There's the next tile. One of the nearby towns. It's 4 of these. You get 4 new tiles. This is where obviously they had to do all their runs for supplies and things like that. And here's the final one. It's pretty nice artwork on these. If you're a fan of the show, you probably will recognise some of these areas. Then we have, I believe this is a new, well, it's got the component list and it's new types of rules for this expansion. And it's double-sided. So it just adds a bit more to the game. And here's your scenarios. I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of scenario. And again with what you have to achieve in those scenarios. So there's the first one. Second one, which is trigger finger. Bloodletting. Shouldn't really be showing you these because it's a bit of a spoiler for a lot of people. And traffic jam. So again, you get some more cards. So we have a new type of walker. This is a fire walker. So this is his reference card. We have another deck of events. Again with the 3 colour scheme again. I'm not going to go through these in detail because it's just things that happens obviously in the game at certain points that could change your decisions on what you want to do. And you get your deck of character cards, characters, their own group of cards should I say, for the new survivors, which we will take a look at in a sec. So they're all pretty much the same again as the others. Green, yellow and red for the type of action that you want to take. We also have a small sheet of punch outs. It's obviously the fire walker. Things happen. And we have a new set of character cards. So this time, let's try and get this camera a bit steadier. We have Otis, or Walker Bait as he was. We have Herschel. That's a mistake I made in the last video when I showed you one of the characters. I said it was Herschel. It wasn't. This is Herschel. Maggie, one of my favourite characters in the show. She's just evolved really well throughout the series. I hope she doesn't get killed, but you never know. Then we have Beth. Daryl was a little bit sweet on her. He protected her. Of course, he went bloody nuts when she got killed. Spoiler alert there for anybody. And we have another crew card, which is a rival faction. So that's the character cards. You also get with this set one tray of minis. So let's see what we got. We'll start with the walkers first. So these are the fire walkers. Get several of those. These are the rivals. Get quite a few of those as well. Again, these are all firewalkers. Quite a few firewalkers and rivals there. So we'll now go on to the miniatures, the survivors. Gun's a little bit bent, but rectify that with a bit of hot water. So that is, forgotten his name now, Otis. Here's Maggie. Herschel. And finally, Beth. Pretty similar sort of stance and mould to the woman from the base game. Can't remember her name offhand. But yeah, so that is it for the expansion. And I didn't tell you the name of the expansion, did I? I can't remember what the name of it is now. What Lies Ahead expansion is the name of that one. So I'll put a little pause in here, put these away, and we'll take a look at some of the extra stuff that I got for this game. Okay, so one of the first ones we're going to take a look at. With this game, you can have a one-on-one situation, one-on-one game. This is one of them. This is called Better Angels. So this is the scenario setup for it. It's just for 2 players. It's a standalone game. And this one is from the part of the series, that's the player rules for it, for Shane, when he turns into a walker. So it's obviously between you and Rick, Shane and Rick. One of you takes the place of Shane, one of them takes the place of plays Rick. This is the new board tile that you get. This is obviously where it took place. Double-sided yet again. So I think Shane starts off as normal Shane, and then later on in the scenario he changes into Zombie Shane. This is his card. So you've got Zombie Shane on one side and normal Shane on the other. You get a set of cards as well. So you got Shane's cards, and I think there's event cards, is there? Yes, there is. So you got these event cards, which we've seen before on the previous ones. Here's Rick. So he's got a different set of cards. I believe these are slightly different from what you get in the base game. I suppose you could mix it into the base game, but it's meant to be played as a standalone scenario. And here we have Shane's cards. And with this, you just get one extra miniature. This is the Shane Zombie. So there are other standalone expansions, or sort of mini expansions, that come with this game. So we'll take a look at another extra thing that I got with the Kickstarter. So that's the Better Angels add-on that you got with the Kickstarter. Okay, here's one of the other standalone games, parts of the game that I got. This is the Walk With Me mini expansion. So you got a scenario, a couple of scenarios I think with this one. It's a 3-player game this time. So that's the first scenario. And then you got this scenario. And this introduces again more things into the game. And the third scenario is, this is actually the rules for this part of the game. You get one tile, double-sided as always. Not 100% sure who is involved in this. Well, I know 2 of the players are involved. You get deck of cards. These are, you get a deck of event cards again. Again, pretty standard fare, same as all the others. 2 different actions, one at which you get to choose one or the other. And then we have the clarity card, so you can see who's going to be in this one. His miniature will be, you will see that in a future video. So you've got hostile cards and clarity cards. For obviously, because he has a bit of a weird sort of personality. He's a killer he's a stone cold killer at one point, and then he sort of stops doing that, goes a bit passive. So we have Merle card, is the rival. We've already seen the Merle miniature, we've already got him. And the Woodbury Scouts is another rivals, and then obviously you're going to add different miniatures, or different heroes. I suppose you can choose who you want to use for this scenario. But that's 2 different enemies that you're going to be facing. So that's it for this video. The next one is going to be the second expansion that come out with a few more bits and pieces. And as always, I'll see you on that video.